Alright, so per a buddy's request, he posted a video on YouTube of his Star Wars collection, so figured I would do one of mine. So here we go. I'll flip the camera around now. Okay, so up here starting, let me zoom in here. You can see in episode 1 Obi-Wan, the Saga collection with Qui-Gon, Yoda, Mace, Obi-Wan, episode 3 Obi-Wan, and episode 4 Obi-Wan. So down here we've got an episode 1 Sidious, Palpatine, episode 2 Palpatine, episode 3 Palpatine, and so on and so forth, episode 4 Palpatine. And down here we've got some Power of the Jedi with Apprentice Darth Maul, Sith Training Darth Maul, episode 1 Darth Maul, another episode 1 Darth Maul, episode 2 Dooku, and a Clone Wars figure, Asajj Ventress. Down here, I think that's, it's Return of the Jedi Solo, Empire Chewbacca, Tarful? Yeah, Tarful. And just a Wookiee warrior generic character. And another generic Wookiee. And you have a concept Chewbacca there. Pretty nice figure. I like the concept figures. Those are some of my favorites. Excuse Dante from Devil May Cry there. Got episode 1 Ki-Adi-Mundi that you probably can't see, but he's actually got a purple lightsaber. That's one of the main reasons why I got that figure. I thought it was interesting that he had a purple lightsaber. Then you got an Ethkoth from Power of the Jedi, a Clone Wars Kit Fisto with his underwater action stuff going on there. One of the Utapau characters that was the Bruce Spence played. I can't remember the character's name. Polis Mawson from the Polis Massa. I forget what. I guess it's a medical facility of some sort. And then you have a concept R2D2 and C3PO. Yeah, pretty neat stuff. And over here we got some black figures. Darth Plagueis, that's probably my favorite black figure that I have. Very cool figure. And you got some Mara Jade over there. And this is the entire first wave, I believe, of the black figures. You got Padme, Ceremonial Luke, Anakin. Love that Anakin. I thought it was really cool that you can switch out his hands. Ow! Then you've got a Darth Vader. Any Darth Vader, pretty much, that comes out, I buy for the most part. Not all of them, obviously, but yeah, I like me some Vader figures. And you got old Biggs over here, and just some clone troopers and a bike scout. I think that's what that is. All right. Okay, so we're gonna shift it over here. And up here, most of the figures up top here, let me zoom out there a second. Most of these figures up top here, you can see that they're signed. I went crazy pretty much when the episode 3 line came out. Got a Saisi 10 signed by whatever that guy's name is. Ayla Secura signed by Amy Allen, who was gorgeous, by the way. Kit Fisto, who was, I forget the guy's name, I think his name's Zach something, but he actually had dreadlocks, which I thought was pretty interesting because obviously they kind of modeled his character after the way he looked, so I thought that was cool. And you got Shakti, which was played by Orly Shoshin, and she is also friggin' gorgeous. And you got some Chewbacca here signed by Peter Mayhew, very cool guy. And R2D2 signed by Kenny Baker. Jango Fett signed by Tamora Morrison, Young Boba Fett signed by Daniel Logan, Boba Fett signed by Bullock, whoever played Plo Koon signed that guy. That's a nice one. Ray Park signed that, another Sith Training Darth Maul. I've always liked that Darth Maul figure with the black cloak that has like the red lining on it. Really nice. And Admiral Ozzel. Always liked Admiral Ozzel because he was like the only Imperial officer that had the balls to stand up to Vader. He died, but he had some balls. And you got some Greedo here that's signed by Paul Blake. Some Calrissian in there, signed by Mr. Billy D. Williams himself. Bodie Taylor, I think, is the guy's name who plays a clone trooper. He's, you really only see him like when he's when they're eating in the lunchroom, I guess, and on Camino. And then you got Aura Singh here, really cool character. I thought it was nice that they elaborated on her character a bit in Clone Wars. Really neat. Okay, we got a concept Darth Vader there. Love that one. That's a really nice piece. Got a Darth Vader here from I guess that's still Saga Collection. But actually, it's pretty much the same as this figure, except that one has a removable helmet. Really nice. Yeah, this one's signed by Dave Prowse, obviously. A buddy actually bought me that one. And got Prowse to sign it at a convention. I already had that figure, but he got one for me and got an assignment. Very nice. Silver Darth Vader. Very cool. Celebration 3 Darth Vader. Probably one of my favorites. With, obviously it has sound. Let me see if I can get some sound. Oh, well, no. There is no... I thought just looking through the camera, I was thinking that there was an open area, but there's not. But yeah, it has a couple of sound bites that were done by Mr. James Earl Jones himself. And then you have a lava reflective Darth Vader, which was like a Target exclusive, I believe. And I paid like $100 for it at the Celebration 3 convention, when like now you can buy it for like $20, I think. Kind of sucks, but oh well. Got another Darth Vader, which is, I think they call this one the Emperor's Wrath. He's like looks like he's electrified and stuff. Again, signed by Dave Prowse. Very nice piece. Then you've got like a Darth Vader on the operating table from Episode 3. Love that one. Really cool piece. And then you've got Vader's medical droid. Thought that was pretty cool. And down here, we got from Dark Empire, Dark Side Luke Skywalker. Very cool figure. I've had that one for a couple years now. A few years, actually. That was always a very interesting figure to me. I also want to get the Clone Emperor that's supposed to be kind of like a companion figure to that line, I guess. And you got a Power of the Force Luke. You got... This figure was obviously highly sought after for its time when it came out. This Empire Luke, I'm going to zoom out a little bit. Because I know there's like a variant that has like a bloody peg, I guess. But yeah, I don't care. I just wanted the figure. Who cares for all that? And then you've got like a Darth Vader to Anakin figure that you can set up there. That's pretty neat. I like that. I've always liked figures that you can do that with, where it's like kind of two figures in one. And then you've got burnt up Anakin here. That one's really cool. That was one of my favorites at the time when I bought it. Still is one of my favorites. Very neat stuff. And you've got Anakin here from Episode 3. This is obviously a variant. Usually he just comes with a red lightsaber. You can't really see it there. But usually his lightsaber is just the two lightsabers are just his lightsabers. One red, one blue. But this one actually comes with Count Dooku's lightsaber. You can see there. Pretty neat. Yeah. A buddy of mine tipped me off. He was like, dude, there's one. They've got a couple of these at Target. You should go get one. I was like, yes, I will go get one. So I did. Very cool. And this one's probably my favorite figure that I own, period. This is a concept art Anakin Skywalker for Episode 3. Very, very cool figure. I think this guy's getting pretty expensive. It's in the Legacy collection, which I didn't really pay attention to. I've kind of been in and out with Star Wars figures as far as collecting. I don't really pay attention to all the lines that come out. But I saw this figure, and it was certainly a must-buy. Had to get it. And here's your standard, hanger duel Anakin figure with two lightsabers. Very nice. And this is supposed to be an Anakin figure from Tatooine when he attempts to rescue his mother. And here's an episode 1 Anakin. Had to get an episode 1 Anakin. You just gotta have one. Alright, and another episode 1 Anakin, where he's like all in Padawan digs. Pretty neat. And here we got a busted up Darth Vader from Force Unleashed. It's a pretty cool figure. I dig that one. And this was one of the 4 preview figures that came out for episode 3. Which I think one of those Wookiees that I had up there on the other side is one of the preview figures. And I think the Utapau Senator guy, whatever, that Bruce Spence played, I think that was also one of the preview figures. Pretty neat. I love me some Grievous, man. Grievous is a really cool villain that they've added in the prequel trilogy. Very nice. And then you got a concept Grievous. Kind of like, pretty much looks the way he pretty much looks the way that they designed him. He turned out pretty much very similar to how they designed him. There were obviously 1,000 different designs for this guy before they actually finalized anything, but yeah, it's pretty neat. I dig that. Here's a Unleashed figure of Grievous, signed by Matt Wood himself. Very cool guy. I had a pretty decent conversation with him about, just voice acting in general, some of the people that they had in mind to voice Grievous. But yeah, really cool. And Deluxe Grievous over here. Thought that one was neat. And then you've got pre-Cyborg Grievous. I dig that one a lot. That's a really cool figure. I had to get that one. And then we've got Jodo Cast, who a lot of people aren't familiar with. He's kind of like a fraud, I guess you could say, who kind of took credit for a lot of Boba Fett stuff. I guess he's like a character in like, obviously in an expanded universe. You don't see him in any of the films or anything. But yeah, cool figure. He was also like a character that was in an old Star Wars fighting game called Masters of Terras Kai. He was one of the hidden characters. And we were always like, whoa, who's this Jodo Cast guy? Well, they made a figure of him, and yeah, got it. And then you have Dirge from Clone Wars. I got these Clone Wars figures very, very, very late. Many years after they've been released. I bought these probably 2 years ago. These figures came out in like 2003, I think. Maybe 2004. But, I've always liked Asajj, Ventress, and Dirge from the animated Clone Wars. The very first animated Clone Wars that were done by Tartakovsky, I believe. And yeah, I thought they were really cool characters, so I wanted some figures of them, so I got some. Down here, got 300th Boba Fett. Very cool figure. And then up here you got the episode 1 preview with Mace Windu, where he's actually got a blue lightsaber. Yeah, pretty neat. And below that, you have to get a good angle. You got 500th Darth Vader in his chamber thing from Empire. Very nice piece. You can actually lower the helmet down onto his head, or rise it up. Nice piece. I guess I'm gonna go over here, and yes, these are some Ronin Warrior figures on top of some Transformers Masterpiece figures. And over here, I've got some 6-inch black figures. I've got quite a few more coming. I ordered Jabba. I've got the Han and Greedo set. And I thought that was pretty neat. I've got episode 6 Luke coming. Chewbacca. Let's see. I have Darth Vader on pre-order. As soon as he comes in BBTS, I will probably ship my stuff. So, yep, that's it. Hope you guys enjoy the video. Take it easy.